there, internet, MegaMogwai here, and I got another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. Oh my god, I actually said that without butchering it. Holy shit. Well, today we are back at it with day 4 of the Shurima expansion, and today I'm going to showcase what is perhaps my favorite deck out of the ones that I've shown up until now. It's close, you know, because I do like the decks that I've showcased quite a lot, right? But this one is just such a blast to play, man. It's called Eyebrows because of, you know, the dear champion in TALIYAH, who puts in the work in this build. This is an Aphelios TALIYAH deck, ladies and gentlemen. It combines Targon and Shurima in pretty much almost even spread. And we have what is basically a sort of like moon weapon landmark combo build. Let me explain what this is about. So the thing about TALIYAH is she's very limited in regards to the amount of decks that you can build around her, right? Why? Because she requires an extensive amount of landmarks. She's a very synergy-specific champion. Compared to others, she requires you to build your deck in a very specific way, like I said, because of the fact that she requires 5 different landmarks to be summoned in order for her to level up. And her level up is a very big deal, because once she does, you are able to trigger the Threaded Volley is the name of the skill, which allows you to deal 2 to TALIYAH's blocker, and if you if it's dead or gone, you deal to the enemy nexus instead. If you have a landmark on the board, you're able to do this 2 more times. So a total of 3 times, representing a total of 6 damage to either what's in front of you or the nexus directly. This is a very neat and threatening win condition, as we have ways to exacerbate her presence, make her bigger, meaner, and give her Overwhelm. Giving TALIYAH Overwhelm with Infernum, Aphelios' moon weapon, allows us to get an attack off with TALIYAH, get the Threaded Volley to remove whatever is blocking her, and then strike with her full-on power after that because of the Overwhelm keyword. So that is one of the main ways we win this game, but the main reason why we're combining TALIYAH in this deck is because we want to dream big. And the main objective, the big combo that we're going for with this deck, is turn 4 Veiled Temple into turn 5 TALIYAH. This is extremely powerful because when we play Veiled Temple, first of all, 2 Veiled Temples is amazing, right? Every turn we're going to be getting 4, we're going to be able to refill 4 mana, which technically gives us a 4 mana advantage over the opponent, and we're going to be stacking up buffs that are permanent. This is very easy to overlook with Veiled Temple at first, but these buffs go a long way and establish themselves as a win condition on their own, right? But with Veiled Temple into turn 5 TALIYAH, there's even more to it. When we play Veiled Temple, the next turn, we lead off with TALIYAH before playing anything else, because by copying Veiled Temple, we will be able to actually trigger and get that 2 extra mana at the same turn we play TALIYAH, after we follow her up with a second play, which is why it's very important to have your spell mana at least at 2 at that point. So you can play TALIYAH, play something else, trigger both Veiled Temples, get 4 mana back, and boost TALIYAH up to a 4/6 or even a 5/7 if she has already leveled up. We can get a level up early on with TALIYAH if we get our landmark curve probably going on here, as we do have a full set of Rockhopper and Preservarium, so both of our 2 drops lead into a landmark. You know, both of them end up generating a landmark or are a landmark itself, and with Preservarium we can draw through our deck so that we continue to, you know, get some resources building up, because with Veiled Temple it is very easy for us to go through our hand, but we have some very powerful late game plays. We have Star Shaping as a 3 of, which allows us to get back into the game after we take in some early aggression, because we are a little bit vulnerable to, you know, fast-paced strategies, as we don't have the best of starts, and we are overly dependent on drawing Lunari Dustbringer early in the game, because Lunari Dustbringer gives us the Dust Petal Dust, which allows us to set up a turn 3 Aphelios with a moon weapon to be able to be played to boot. Generally speaking, with Aphelios, you want to be going for Crescendum first most of the time to get that Rockhopper in there and also spawn that Rolling Sands, which works for TALIYAH's level up. But obviously, this varies depending on the scenario and the matchup. There's no real like easy guide to playing Aphelios. It's just experience, knowing matchups, like I said, what decks do and how they play off, and what the best line of play is to disrupt them, right? And it really does vary depending on the matchup, but most of the time you will be going for Crescendum early on. When it comes to your Mulligan, I'm going to be talking about my Mulligans more in my deck text, because it is a very important facet that I kind of ignore a lot, and I shouldn't. When it comes to this deck, you want to mulligan aggressively for Veil Temple. Even though if you do see Lunari Dustbringer of your opening hand, you keep her. And if you see Aphelios in your opening hand, you keep him as well. Aphelios is very important, and being able to play him on curve is really key. Anything else that's not a Veil Temple, you can mulligan away, honestly. Because you do want to enhance your chances. Finding Veil Temple and curving into TALIYAH into it is a play that will make this deck significantly stronger than if you don't find that line of curve. So that's something that you definitely want to go for. You want to enhance your chances of enabling that to happen, but keep in mind you will have quite a few games in which you don't find the Veil Temple even, and you have to be able to adapt and win in those as well. So keep that in mind. You want to high roll, but you're not going to always high roll. And you gotta come to terms with that. Spirit Fire is very important for Twisted Fate Fizz, which is getting more and more popular again because people are tryharding and they don't want to spend time deck building new stuff, and they just want to net deck and play the most busted shit out there. That deck is criminally sorry, that's not the exact term. Twisted Fate Fizz is really overrated right now, especially by a lot of pro players. I think the deck is actually pretty bad at this point. Bad for like tier 1 standards, I'm saying. I think Spirit Fire hurts it very much, and I think also there's a lot of neat ways to build up some very fast-paced, aggressive decks that can also punish it quite a bit. I haven't had too much of a struggle against the matchup with this deck because it's not like it's a fast-paced burn deck that's going to kill us in the mid-game. It's going to kill us later down the line, and the combination of Spirit Fire and Hush really does help us buy enough time. Alongside Star Shaping, we can set up our and just overwhelm them because they have no way to deal with a Veil Temple, beefy Aphelios or TALIYAH buildup, right? Because that deck only has damage. So, I think I pretty much said enough. I've spoken quite a bit. Also, keep in mind, Ancient Hourglass is amazing. I'm going to showcase this card a lot in today's video. It's basically a 2-mana deny for removal for your win conditions, and it also allows you to set up another landmark to level up TALIYAH, and can be duplicated with TALIYAH to get another copy of the champion that you protected with it. So it's just absolutely nutty. This deck is super fun. Messenger Sigil, by the way, in case you're wondering, is there for when we run out of rock hoppers in the deck. We can use it to get some messengers on the board, so that on the deck, sorry, so that Aphelios goes for Crescendum, and Crescendum basically draws a card now too, which is really nice. And Stone Weaving as a one-off is there as well. These two are also very good Aphelios Nightfall enablers, as they can fill in the gap if we don't find Dustbringer. And that's basically all I gotta say. Thank you guys for watching my videos. Hope you enjoyed today's gameplay. I think it's really good quality, and I had a lot of fun, man. And this deck is just something else, man. I love it. I love playing it. I love all the synergies. I love the snowball potential. Honestly, I love everything about a deck like this. And that's where I'll leave it at. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for daily Legends of Runeterra content. I do post a new deck every single motherfucking day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, so definitely not surprised by seeing Thresh here. This is a direction that I expected this deck would take, because even though Kindred is really needed in the deck, I feel like Kindred can shine in other strategies. That doesn't necessarily have to be combined with Nasus, honestly. Like, it goes well with it. Hello. But, okay, we're gonna keep Aphelios and Stone Weaving. Do I need... I think Ancient Hourglass. Honestly, this hand seems pretty solid. We're lacking the Veil Temple, but we have protection against removal. We have Aphelios and a way to enable Aphelios' Nightfall here with Stone Weaving. So I'm gonna keep this. But yeah, this is a dangerous combination for sure. I'd love to see the Veil Temple though.
Would you look at this place?
I'm gonna go with the Rock Hopper. I don't have a specific plan for it. This is extremely frail. I think it's fine just eliminating this. I can drop the Solari Priestess now so that my Aphelios is not vulnerable. I guess I'll take Golden Sister. Alright.
Devotion through battle.
I'm gonna attack to pass over initiative. Moon rises. I'm gonna go with Aphelios. Even though the threat of him killing him is there, I don't have protection with Ancient Hourglass. I do want to get him on the board now. Since I don't plan on playing TALIYAH on curves, since I do want to get value out of her. So I could use her on Emperor Days or Emperor's Days. Is that a word? Days? That's a bit strange.
Look what good comes of mortal greed.
It's fine. We're gonna go Crescendum.
Fall to pieces.
Interesting. I think, yeah, the fact that he got the -1 attack here definitely helped him. We're gonna do this. Kinda wish I could duplicate my Aphelios with TALIYAH. Like, that's a very neat combo this deck is capable of, right? But unfortunately, I just haven't really been able to, you know, to put myself in that situation, right? Like, the fact that this is a good drop. Like, the Bakai Sand Spinner. It's funny because people start comparing this 4-drop follower to Nocturne. And it's just kind of... Yeah, isn't this just kind of like a better Nocturne? Because he's more consistent, more easier to enable at least. I'm not gonna go for my Calibrum now. Like, for those of you who are not really experienced with Aphelios, it's important to like keep in mind that you gotta... Oh wait, never mind. He comes back as a 2/2. Never mind, that doesn't make a difference then. I could play TALIYAH immediately. What if he has like a Ruination or some shit?
You know, second place is fine too.
No one likes a bad winner, Sammy. No one.
I'm gonna go ahead and just duplicate this Roiling Sands, get a couple of vulnerable procs. Again, my opponent could be playing Ruination. I still leave these 2 landmarks in the back, and I have another copy of TALIYAH anyways.
You must know me.
Looks like you're stuck.
Witness glory. My spirit shines.
Attack here.
Beware falling rocks.
Gonna catch the sky. Woohoo!
Witness glory.
This is a very good trade for us.
Oh dear.
Have faith.
That egg, did it move?
And now I'm gonna grab him. Sorry, Calibrum. We could see a glimpse beyond, or that as well. That works.
See as I see.
Humbled.
We can level up TALIYAH, but it depends on what my opponent does this turn, right? Well, it is certainly tempting. I'm gonna go with you. Meteor Shower looks pretty good.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
I am definitely missing the Veil Temple here. This game would be going way smoother if we had drawn into it. Because the ability to duplicate that just allows us to have a tremendous mana advantage over the opponent. That's really what this deck gains the edge, right? But games in which we don't draw that...
Distance means so little when family means so much.
Dude, these animations are just like... I know I say it every video, man, but it's just crazy, man. I've never played a card game with animations of this quality. I remember when people said that Hearthstone was like the peak, you know? That sounds kind of funny nowadays. What do we do here? Again, we gotta respect the Ruination. I think maybe just an open attack is ideal here. We have like double Hush. We're not worried about Atrocity as of right now. And I could play Golden Sister, but I don't want to get just completely shut down by that. So let's do this.
Threading a needle.
Just open attack with TALIYAH. Stone Weaving can definitely do a lot, but I also want to make sure that I keep TALIYAH on the board. I don't have any more hourglasses. We'll push some damage here.
Pride was my end, as it will be yours.
The light of my star warms the heavens.
And now that we're under Ruination range, now we develop the Golden Sister. We can pass here. Man, this would be sick. So I do have the ability of doing this. Which I like. Because this still opens up the room for Ancient Hourglass into TALIYAH. Because I could potentially bait, like, for example, a second Bakai Sand Spinner. Something that puts him below... I need him to go below Vengeance range, basically. That's why I'm doing this. I'm playing this to go below Vengeance range. So that I can set up the Hourglass onto TALIYAH and then play my second TALIYAH onto TALIYAH and, you know, start next turn with triple TALIYAH. That's the high roll that we're hoping for here. But of course our opponent does have to grant it to us. There we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. For 5 mana, how can he stop this? Rite of Negation? Alright. We got Rite of Negation out of him. It's kind of sad because I wanted to showcase it in the video. Like, that's such an awesome combo, but... This does open my opponent up for a surprise Pill Cascade. Honestly, I am surprised that he's attacking here. Yeah, that just seems a little bit silly to me. I think I can just TALIYAH Stone Weaving now. And I can get some Courage Draw going on. Still keeping the 2 mana open. I'm doing this to try to make my opponent lose a little bit of patience. Make it be like, hey, does he really have the Pale Cascade? And it's just like, nah, I don't have it, bro. You have nothing to worry about. Are you not going to get your kill with Thresh? Are you not going to kill off my elusive unit when you're so low? No? Damn it. Well, shit. Alright, Rite of Calling is very neat, actually. I'm going to lead off with it. No, I probably should just lead off with an attack. Am I really going to kill him this turn?
Turn the stones.
I can play the Lunari Dustbringer here.
We were peaceful once.
Nice. Now that I have that Rite of Negation, I don't have to worry about Ruination.
Their scent travels on the night air.
Because we're at full mana now, we can destroy one of our mana gems and get it back next turn. So we're going to go for the Rite of the Calling without sacrificing any of our units. And we also went for the Dust Petal Dust earlier. I don't plan on attacking with Aphelios just yet, so...
We're falling rocks.
Yes, you do.
This Spirit Fire prevents his Thresh from leveling up and also threatens to kill it at the end of the turn. I'm going to sacrifice going for Aphelios to do that. And I miss out on Rite of Negation, but I don't know how devastating that can be at this point. I'm going to draw an extra card next turn anyways. Let's see what he does. Okay. It's okay, we got Hush.
We stand in the footprints of paths long trodden.
Unless you just go double up on that, and we're not gonna let that happen. Okay, so we gotta think here, what's our best bet? Now that we've hushed away the Thresh, we don't have to worry about another Nasus coming in. That Nasus is gonna be a little bit annoying. He can attack immediately, so Crescendum may be my best option.
Embrace the night of failures.
All are measured.
Does it have mana for vengeance? Like only stuff like Grasp of the Undying and such, but this is like this Hush is too good not to go for. Double Hush really shut down my opponent here. I mean, just going to show why Target is still as ridiculous. And this is really big. I am gonna go for the Crescendum anyways, even if I don't get my landmark out of it.
Has illuminated their fate of failures.
Because I believe an open attack next turn is in order. Maybe not. We have Rite of Negation.
To dust.
Sweet. We do go Calibrum.
A crescent path opens before us.
Yeah, I don't think there's a world in which we don't open attack here. There's no avalanche, so. Oh my goodness. Well, that's powerful.
I'll find you.
We have the Spared Fire, we have Aphelios, we have a pretty good open attack here with Rite of Negation backup. Like, I just don't see how... I don't see how this is not lethal. Like, I'm threatening lethal in so many different ways. There we go. Woo! Nice! Nice, baby! Ah! That's Thresh last words. Ah.
What a great day!
What a fantastic day! I love winning! Alright, that puts us at 40, right? We're close to Diamond. Let's see if we can get there. Good first game. We didn't find the Veil Temple, which is when this deck really starts to go off. But to be fair, my opponent had a bit of an awkward start as well. They didn't find Thresh on curve, which I think is very important for that deck. So both of us drew a little bit awkwardly. But ultimately, we were able to really go off, even without the Veil Temple. Like, this deck is so much stronger when it curves into Veil Temple, though. So you gotta really, you gotta mulligan more aggressively than usual with it. But, yeah, let's go for round 2. The Legendary. Playing Kindred and Nasus. I wonder if it's a deck that I showcased yesterday, or if it's just a different variant. You always want to keep Aphelios, generally. I'm gonna mulligan away everything else, though. Even the Messenger Sigil. Just because I really want to find the Veil Temples. Thank you. Nice. Now we just need an enabler for Aphelios, which is easier said than done, because we have no 1-drop. Just pass.
Only a fool would
And thou shalt receive. Lunari Dustbringer is a very important card in this deck. Finding her turn 1 makes a big difference. Those are the two most important things, I'd say, with this deck. I think I can just block into you, to be honest. We're gonna pass. Because we want to utilize the Veil Temple this turn.
Let your story shine.
A crescent path opens before us.
Onward.
of my way.
We're down to 9. Definitely not exactly where we want to be at, but could be worse. We have the hourglass to protect the Aphelios. What is he? Is he just sacrificing a gem? Okay. Alright. We still have the Veil Temple here, so what I would like to do, I believe, is you.
Last in Atlame buys me a new sail.
Severin.
Watch me.
Death becomes you.
Your time in the cycle is done. Where we go.
They retreat.
I smell prey.
Gotta be careful here. We do want to utilize, like, honestly, I want to get rid of Kindred this turn, so I'm gonna go for the Pale Cascade. Like, he has to be very careful in that sense. Yeah.
It ends in silence.
As long as I have Hush, should be fine. Can I take this hit? Because I don't want to have to waste my hourglass here. I can just Hush, but this Hush can be worth so much more. I'm gonna take the hit. I'm gonna save this. I don't know if I mean, this Hex, yeah. I think this Hex Core Foundry is fine.
Sunlight guide you, my brethren.
Graviton.
I have a significant mana disadvantage right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna pass.
A duty fulfilled, a life undone.
I need him to ease up my space here. This Rolling Sands in the way. He's not summoning anything. Feels like he's doing it on purpose. I do want to go for. I would love to go for the Ancient Hourglass, but I think going for copying the Veil Temple is just always strictly better at this point. With TALIYAH, we will also get the level up with her as well. We have double Hourglass to protect from stuff like Ruination. Yes, there we go. What if I No, we have to lead off with TALIYAH.
Point the way, and I'll make the way.
Surf and tap.
Onward, everybody! The horizon falls.
I could just stare at this all day, man. It's very important to play TALIYAH now to copy the Veil Temple before we get the boost from it, because now we are actually duplicating Veil Temple on the same turn we're playing TALIYAH. So having TALIYAH be your first play when Veil Temple is on the board is very important, because now we just get 4 mana back with our next play, which allows us to almost pretty much set up this TALIYAH for free. This is fine because it's targeting our Solari Priestess, so we're completely okay with this. And we definitely want to go for Infernum now. just because we want to get these rolling, right? These moon weapons. Level up Aphelios. Power Ranger time.
Now
We must walk it. Get that clutch reduction on our moon weapons and just start going off. We still have no counter per se. We can also just play Preservarium, by the way. I am gonna go for a Calum. I'm gonna set up a Severum. I'm gonna knock you out, even though you're stunned. I stunned you last turn, right? I stunned you last turn, correct? Yeah. So you were gonna be unstunned. Now we do this. One, two, three. I mean, I definitely want to stop drawing my opponent so many cards.
They forced us to choose death or the blade.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I count right? 5, 9, yes. So next turn we will not be drawing a card from this. So we'll just be drawing one card. Yeah, it's enough. Like I don't need to be giving my opponent all this fuel now. I have all the tools I need. We definitely do, but we do want to be working on this. We don't have that expensive of a play, though, unfortunately.
from darkness, light.
Both of us actually destroyed one of our mana gems, so we're actually one turn behind technically.
I've seen the masks of the kindred before.
No more
On their
vengeance.
periphery.
Very important. I like giving Infernum to TALIYAH, but in this scenario, I need to give it to Aphelios because I actually want to challenge Kindred with TALIYAH.
Chimney grows in flame.
And this really allows us to go off here. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna Hourglass.
Come on, there's so much.
I wish I had more space, man. That would be insane.
Beware falling rocks. I'm with you.
No more hiding.
Throw another rock.
I mean, I don't know why I'm attacking with this, but it's whatever. We're getting back to 20. To be fair, I do need some space. Like, I would appreciate some space. And this cannot block Nasus anyways. I mean, with Pill Casket it can, right? But I'm happy with this. We're gonna knock out Kindred. Throw some rocks at him. Just, that's how I envision it. Get that sweet, sweet health back. And now we got 2 TALIYAHs. And still no counter to Ruination, though. I mean, we do have counters. We have double Hourglass, right? But no, like, Rite of Negation. But that's the thing, like, even though we have Rite of Negation, we have even more counterplay to that. And this game is really highlighting the potential of this deck. I love the idea of hushing that. I think I'm gonna go with you.
Bask in her radiant
I'm gonna take Red and Stars. Like, I'm gonna draw champions until the end of times. Okay, so that's a 4/4. A bit tilted.
We should do this more often.
Win? Yeah, I agree. Okay, we're close. We're close. I feel like I'm jinxing it. Let's go for another one. Chabat. is playing LeBlanc Severe. It's gonna be a scary matchup for sure. I'm gonna keep all of these. I'm gonna drop the. I mean, the Ancient Hourglass can be good, but I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna keep TALIYAH this time around, man. I really want that combo. Like, I win games with that combo. The question is, you know, can I go about this game without taking a bazillion damage before that happens? You know, we'll find out. Not sure if keeping Spiritfire was a good idea either, to be fair. Because the problem with Spiritfire is that I want to play Veil Temple on curve. I mean, I can play it afterwards, right? Alright, it begins. I mean, that gets countered by Spiritfire, though. Later down the line. It's not like I'm taking a bazillion damage here. Oh, this is unfortunate, though.
I hate having to put my face on.
It's unfortunate.
My move.
I have Spiritfire.
A bit rough around the edges, aren't we?
I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty.
This is a bit greedy what I'm doing, but...
Business as usual.
Alright, so we can't survive this attack like this.
Stand in trouble far as the eye can see.
Can I survive after this attack? Because I can't Spiritfire anymore, right? Like if I duplicate that, I'm gaining back 4 mana, which means that I can't stop his attack. I think I'm just dead. I think we didn't, like, not finding our early game definitely hurt us. And I mean, keeping Spiritfire was a bit suspect to begin with. These two have Spell Shield.
If I stumble, I'll have the earth catch me.
I don't know if I'm missing something here.
Out of the way.
Danger pays.
You're ruining everything.
I have 6 mana, which means I won't be able to do Spiritfire. Just for 1 mana, man. Just 1 mana off from being able to do this. What can I find with Bill Cascade?
If only you were made of rock.
Ah! Damn it. I cry every time. GG.
I am everywhere. I am everyone.
Good for you. Good for you, LeBlanc. I wish I was everyone. I mean, that's one of the weaknesses of this deck.
Try again.
I mean, what are you gonna do? I don't think I'm gonna be reaching diamond in this video because I have to win 3 more games in a row and there's not enough time. So we're gonna go for 1 final game and I'll have to make the push for diamond a little bit off camera. It's just a couple of games and then, because I want to record my next video in diamond rank. So yeah, unfortunate game. We did find the Veil Temple and TALIYAH, but unfortunately we drew into another Veil Temple. And I'm not sure about keeping, I don't think that keeping Spiritfire was ultimately a good call because of the way my curve was working out there. Generally speaking, like, I really needed Lunar Darkspringers and Rock Hoppers in that game. I needed my early game. I drew a bit too much in my late game, and my opponent curved out pretty nicely. They missed the 1 drop, but then House Spider into LeBlanc is pretty rough. Gotta watch out for aggro. You know, we had a lot of health gain and ways to get back in those games, but we can be vulnerable in the early stages of the match for sure. So yeah, let's go for the final one. Hollow 2 playing Twist the Fate Aphelios. Can we beat this deck with this? I mean, we have this. I'm gonna drop the Pill Cascade. I'm gonna keep the Rite of Calling, actually. I don't feel like I'm in such a hurry this time around. Spiritfire definitely goes a long way. They do find the Dustbringer, which is something that we would like, because otherwise Aphelios can become really scary. Okay, we do find our own.
We were peaceful once.
He's passing here. Am I really that focused on getting Aphelios out? No.
It's our time. You leave me no recourse.
The big difference between you and I, friend, is that I have a TALIYAH, which means I get 2 Veil Temples. Hopefully that makes a difference here.
I'm always up for a round or two. Blue as the serpentine.
If I stumble, I'll have the earth to catch me.
Sunlight guide you, my brethren. Daylight warms the heart and lights the way.
Beware falling rocks!
I'm gonna attack.
Believe or burn.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Have faith.
And now I'm gonna play reactively.
May all those who journey find what they seek.
I'm gonna obliterate Twist of Fate, prevent the level up. Get the card draw. We're very close to level up as well. The moment we play one of these rock hoppers, we get it. I love seeing that Ancient Hourglass as well. We're just missing Aphelios here. I need to really, I'm gonna concentrate a little bit because I need to think about how I'm gonna sequence this. You know, because when you have 2 Veil Temples on the board, plays are not that simple. So, because it's not just about like momentum, it's also about like making sure that I maximize the use of the mana that I'll be getting back, right? Because otherwise I'm not gaining that much value. And that gets tricky when you have spell mana. But, I mean, this turn will be more simple. Oh my god, can I can't do anything. Except, you know, play at burst speed. I have TALIYAH, so I have a very neat combo here. I can Ancient Hourglass and copy TALIYAH. I can Ancient Hourglass and copy TALIYAH. I can do this, do that, get my mana back, and copy TALIYAH. Yeah, check this play out.
Stronger than stone, faster than the wind.
Woo! Let's go!
If I stumble, I'll have the earth to catch me.
Oh, baby! Now we're talking!
Last tonight, Rome buys me a new sail.
You're welcome for the shin blades.
Holy mother of God!
Like threading a needle. You're it.
Come at me, bro! Oh, yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
More often.
Oh, beating Twisted Fate Aphelios? More, oh my god. I could do that all day, TALIYAH. Oh my lord, that was, oh god, that was orgasmic. Oh man. I was nervous. I was nervous because I'm like, here I am having fun with a new deck with Aphelios, and I'm running into like the most spammed Aphelios deck on last fucking season. You know, it's like the Twisted Fate Fizz of Aphelios. I guess what's the common factor there? Man, TF, what happened to you, dude? You used to be edgy and hipster, and now you're everywhere. Really happy with how I played that. We managed to shut down both Twisted Fate and, well, actually neither of us got to play Ophelia, so Twisted Fate. And that double Veil Temple really gave us a lot of momentum. The fact that it forced out that Supernova play, and that allows us to just really capitalize on him with that combo. That's why I run Ancient Hourglass as a full set in this deck, by the way. Like, this card is just nuts. It's a 2-mana deny for removal for your champions, and it also combines with TALIYAH, allowing you to duplicate your champions with their stat gains as well. Like, that game was an excellent highlight of as to why I play this as a 3-of. And just really happy with this deck. We had a very nice session today. Hopefully I'll be in Diamond rank for tomorrow, and hopefully you guys enjoy the games as much as I had playing them, because it was a blast. 15 minutes, that felt like 20. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed TALIYAH. I think we're gonna have some Jarvan action tomorrow, and that's all I'm gonna say. Have a solid day. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for daily Legends of Runeterra content. I was gonna say from your favorite fake Brazilian card boy, but that's just not exactly true anymore, is it? Okay, we have some F's in the comments for the Brazilian flag. I'm also going to look into, you know, like, don't worry, like, this echo that you're seeing right now, like, it kind of seems like I'm in a little bit of a fridge alongside my buddies, you know, Poopy Butthole and Mogwai in the back. But I will enhance my background and everything in the near future, so keep that in mind. But, yeah. Enough rambling. Goodbye.